You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dinny Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Yo, welcome to another awesome episode of Vigilantes Radio. I am your host, dini-mussolini, and I just want to welcome you guys to another episode that we have. So we have a very special guest. You definitely want to stick around for that. There are over 37,000 of you guys on our phone lines, in the chat rooms, on the browser, Google Hangouts, Skype, all of our plugins that we use for the show. You guys are filling them up. You're going to break the internet, but hey, no worries. We can house all of you guys. So I just wanted to say, enjoy this day. All right. Whatever you're doing, you'll be more effective at it when you enjoy yourself and the world around you. Who would you rather deal with? Someone who has a genuine desire to spread love, or someone who moans and complains all the time? There are plenty of reasons to be angry or depressed, but what will it get you? Better to stand up straight, look up, smile, then go forward with confidence and joy. You'll see beauty all around you, and you'll find golden opportunities in the most unlikely places. Whatever you want to have or do or be, the first step is gratitude. Be appreciative of what you already have. When you focus on abundance and joy, they will grow in your life. Take that from me, Dini-mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond.
You're live in the mix. Let's get this started.
Yo, hello, and welcome to another awesome episode of Inside the Music, or the book, or film, or even the business, where we dive into the minds of the people who create these marvelous things. It feels so good to be back with you guys once again. Big ups to my folks who are indigos, crystalline, or the starseeds, for my Vigilantes audience family, for my hooligans, and shout out to my people who are vegetarian or vegans. If you're in the struggle like me, we are averaging over 37,000 live listeners, and we've been at this for 5 solid years. I appreciate to all you guys who've been rocking with the kid on this journey, and we are still evolving, baby. It is all because of you, most definitely. We are the people who have dedicated their lives to music, spirituality, business, literature, art, films, and research in every aspect. And we want to allow you an opportunity to tell your story. Man, we've had celebrities on our show, from Grammy Award-winning artists, nominees, to actors, comedians, CEOs, technology revolutionaries, visual artists, from authors to professors, and vampires. Or people who think they're vampires. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. Come on our show and talk to me. So check it out to book your interview or to appear on my other show called Skeptics. Email me at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com, and that's V as in Victor. We hope to get the stories behind these unique people and give them a chance to tell their truth to us and the universe. That is Vigilantes Radio sole purpose. You know the number to dial, 701-801-9813. Share that number with your buddy right now and tell them to tune in to connect with us or our guests, or you can hop in the mix directly from our website, which is onlyonemediagroup.com. Right from the home page, you can slap that go live button and you'll be here live in the mix and in the chat room with all of us. So feel free to shoot over some questions to ask our guests. while they are here, but only as time permits. Sometimes my guests and I talk entirely too much. And as always, all episodes are available for free download, and you can grab them from either Spreaker.com/only1mediagroup, iTunes, Player.fm, YouTube, any app from the Google Play or iTunes Store, or over at our website. And that goes for every single episode that we've ever aired.
Vigilantes Radio. Our interviews go beyond the businesses, the aspirations, the music, the films, and into the minds of people who created. From researching our special guests, we mine for details, reading, watching, and listening to everything that we can. Our interviews are designed to bring out the best answers possible through thought-provoking questions that have real substance. Tonight's guest is OG Charlie Franks, a Texan hip-hop pioneer and trendsetter, and a person who's making lasting impressions on the lives that he's connected to. So with that, let's go ahead and welcome OG Charlie Franks to our show. Charlie Franks, you're now live and mixed with all of us. How is it going?
Man, how's it going, family? Everything good with you?
Everything is great, man. What about yourself?
Oh, man, I can't complain, man. Blessed by the best. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Blessed, man.
Definitely, man. Man, it's an honor to have you here on our show, man. I'm so glad that you are our guest tonight, bro.
Man, I'm glad to be here. This is an East Coast-based show, right?
No, West Coast.
West Coast, okay. West Coast in the house. I got a lot of family on the West Coast.
Definitely. It's a West Coast show, but I'm from the South, Mississippi.
Oh, okay, cool, man. I got a lot of family on the West Coast. Shout out to Kenny Kingpin. Shout out to my boy Don Menace. You know what I'm saying? West Coast in the house. You're probably not familiar with them, but I mean, you might be familiar with Kenny Kingpin. He got a nice.
I heard the name before. Yep.
Yeah. He got some things popping out there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, man, let's backtrack for a second, man. There's a little bit of info on you out there on the internet. So we're going to need to know more about you, man. We want to dig deep into your life and your music. So tell us how you came to be as an artist. And even, if you want to go before that, that's fine, too.
Well, I started in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, doing mixtapes. Actually, you know what I'm saying, me and Faith, we from the same neighborhood. So, we was doing the hip-hop thing as kids, you know what I'm saying. I had this big gray boom box that I used to walk around the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying. And, we used to do little competitions and stuff, dance competitions, rap competitions and whatever. And so, but I kind of like tailed off from it, you know what I'm saying, got caught up in the streets and what have you, but like, so we had this thing, and what we used to do is like, it was almost like a car club, you know what I'm saying. Car club, neighborhood, gang, brothers in the neighborhood getting together, you know what I'm saying. And so we started fixing up cars, you know what I'm saying. And so, we all, elected to go with a candy color, you know what I'm saying. And so we went, one of my partners' car was Candy Sunset Red, one was wine beer, mine was brandy wine. And so we had all these different colors of red, Brickyard red. And so we used to trick the cars out, you know what I'm saying, cut the hub out the cars, make the base wider so we could put bigger rims in it, put the wood grain in it, the pop trunk, the screens, you know what I'm saying, and drinking the lean. And that's how the Houston culture got started, you know what I'm saying. It really just started out of fun, you know what I'm saying. And then it just turned into a thing. Everybody, this was like the blueprint of what you had to be. We call it holding and slab riding. This is what the blueprint, you had to come complete. So, that translated into the music, you know what I'm saying? And so we got back into making the mixtapes. My partner of mine, local DJ named Daryl Scott, he used to do mixtapes, but he stopped doing personal blast mixtapes. So that's how we ended up cutting into DJ Screw. He was a young cat at the time, right? So we cut into DJ Screw, and it was a little while. We used to already. Daryl Scott had this song slowed down called Mr. Groove. You know what I'm saying, and it was jamming slowed down. So we decided, you know what I'm saying, we want to make the whole tape slow down, every song slow it down, you know what I'm saying? And so we got with DJ Screw, we put the idea down, and we started jamming the tapes like that. Well, it got so popular, people started beating us for the tapes and different things, you know what I'm saying? And the Screw tape and the Screw fad, you know what I'm saying, popped up out of that, you know what I'm saying? And so me and Screw got together. The first commercial CD that we made was called 3 in the Morning. And it was super hot. It had some of everything on it. It had some West Coast music on it, it had some down South music on it, East Coast, some of everything. And so it just swept through the industry. I wouldn't just say the South, it swept through the industry. It got so big to where people started making dual copies. People had the regular copy, then you had the screwed up copy of your CDs, you know what I'm saying? Real industry CDs. And so, you know what I'm saying, I made my bones doing that, and I became a legend from it, along with Screw, along with the people that we was interacting together with and creating those styles. And you know, every great thing that we did, it started out as, you know, from fun. We were just having fun. And so that's why we, you know what I'm saying, I didn't end up patenting some of the things that got real popular. I mean, like the cars, they come off the line now with wood grain and big wheelbase, screens, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we popularized it, and now they come off the line commercial like that. And, you know, we wasn't thinking like that, but, you know what I'm saying? That was something we could have capitalized on, but we wasn't thinking like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, now, the latest thing I did, I developed the sauce movement with my nephews, you know what I'm saying? Sancho Sauce is my nephew. Walk is like, you know, Walk is like, he like my nephew, you know what I'm saying? I kind of like adopted him, you know what I'm saying? And so I was working with them, and I had to develop them, you know what I'm saying? And like, the thing with Walk and them is when they started out wanting to be high-powered, bang rappers, you know what I'm saying? Talking about killing people and stuff like that. I was like, you know, I mean, what the fans you want to come to your shows, like, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you're putting out there, then that's what you really can kind of expect. I told them, you know, and I changed their style. You know what I'm saying? I told them, you know, if you want to attract money and a money crowd, you're going to have to come with a money style. You know what I'm saying? And so I changed it, tweaked it, you know what I'm saying? We came up with the sauce, and you know what I'm saying? And after that, you know what I'm saying, Walk took it and you know, he put his personality with it after that, you know? And right. And it swept through the industry. You know what I'm saying? So I've been creating styles, I've been developing talent, discovering talent. I discovered Miracle Watts. You know what I'm saying? I discovered Miracle Watts. What? Yeah, I discovered Miracle Watts. At the time, she was a dancer. You know what I'm saying? And so I cut into her, and I let her do a video with my nephew. Well, she did the video with my nephew. It got played on a hot video show out here called Street Flavor. And Slim Thug seen her. And he had to have her in his video. So he got in touch with her, got her in his video, and she got recognized. Media Takeout did a little piece on her, and she blew up from there. It was over. You know what I'm saying? She blew up from there. So, but I always, you know, she always was a pretty girl, though. You know what I'm saying? Right. And, so it's just something that grew legs and it started walking on its own. You know, so I've been putting in a little work. I've been putting it in, man, you know, so. And I got a nice project that's bubbling right now. People love it. I got a MMG recording artist, Scotty Boy, on it. I got Sauce Walker on it. I got some Face Mob legends on it. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? It's bubbling in Houston big time, you know, but I'm trying to, you know, expand my range, man. I'm trying to broaden my horizon. So
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so.
Definitely.
Yeah, I would definitely love to get some popping out there with y'all on that West Coast.
Man, come on out here, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and you came up in an era where mixtapes were really the key to getting your name out there. I mean, you had New York and then you had Texas around that same time, like pushing mixtape heavy. I think you guys pioneered the mixtape movement, if you ask me.
Yeah. I mean, you know, down south, especially in Houston, we had one of the biggest independent bases in the music industry, you know what I'm saying? And so the mixtape thing was the way down here because, you know, it was so much politics getting on big radio and these big syndicated places to where the street DJ was the man. You know what I'm saying? Whoever the street DJ was who was making mixtapes for cats in the streets, like, you know, if you want a CD with the best songs off of each CD on a CD, and then you may incorporate somebody who's trying to jump that thing off, then, you know, you kind of break it with some established artists.
All right.
And so, yeah, so that was the deal. Like, the mixtape DJ was always the thing here in Houston. You know what I'm saying? It always was like that because, you know how major radio is, man. You know, it's hard to get in.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to break in, you know, so.
Yes, sir.
But that's the thing about the music industry. Any independent artist out there, and you trying to build your career in the streets first. You know what I'm saying? Build your career in the streets with like some local DJs, or if you know some DJs that work in shake joints, that's cool. But street DJs, they making those CDs and they putting them in people's decks and people listening to it. You know what I'm saying? So if you can build your career in the streets doing things like, you know, with street DJs, I'll tell any artist all the time, build your career in the street first. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you're going to have a core foundation of people who followed you from the streets to your commercial success. You know what I'm saying? You make it, you know what I'm saying? So I would always advise that if you don't have the capital to just buy out big radio, major radio, and, you know, big companies, you know, if you don't have the paper for that, start in the streets.
That's right.
You know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, man, like, when it comes to social media, do you think less is more, you know? Because your life is on display to any person. I don't know, nowadays, you know, personality sells. You got your Tekashi 6ix9ine, you got your Trippie Redds, you got, you know, these personalities that are way bigger than their music. What are your beliefs on how social media is vital for anyone's career?
I mean, everybody cut different, right? You know what I'm saying? It's everybody cut different. Like, Jay-Z don't have a social media page at all, really, but he's very relevant, you know what I'm saying, through crafty and clever marketing and, you know what I'm saying, networking deals and different things like that. And he's established too, though. But he still don't have to do that. He's not into it, you know. So I think some people love the attention like that. Some people got the personality for social media. They love the attention, you know, they crave it. And if you can sit on there and post all day and just do post all the time and you love the attention, I mean, cool, because, you know, it's been a lot of internet sensations have broke out over social media. Like right now, you got regular females who don't really have talent. They just fine and beautiful, but they got bigger followings than some of the established actresses. I see some females on social media get like 200,000-300,000 people interacting with them. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I guess it's different strokes for different folks. But if you can work it, work it. Like, look at the chick Jess with the Mess, King, Karan. I mean, I know y'all got some internet sensations out there that popped off from just you know what I'm saying, internet posts and Instagram posts and stuff. So if you can work it, but everybody don't have the personality for it. So I say, you know, if it's something that is not forced and it comes natural for you and you can make it fun, by all means do it. You know what I'm saying? But if it just don't fit it don't fit my personality really. I'm an introvert. I don't really like too much, you know what I'm saying, interacting with people I don't know and stuff like that. So it's uncomfortable for me, so I don't do it. But for people who can do it, I suggest you do it. Yeah, you can get discovered on it.
Definitely. You know? All right, that's a good answer, man. So how do you challenge yourself to grow as an artist? I mean, you've seen fads come and go. You've seen different grades, instrumentals, beats, producers come and go, different flavors come and go. So with this industry changed so quickly, man. How do you challenge yourself, though?
I look at it like it's almost like science, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm,
and I have to try different formulas. Like what Drake did to me, what he did is like, for me was like kind of genius what he did, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Drake was having like this, he had an unbelievable run, and then he switched his style up a little bit, and he incorporated that Louisiana bounce beat with that Kiki Are You Riding Me song, or you know, Kiki Are You Riding, and it was to appeal to women, I guess, because I know, you know, it was a hit record, you know what I'm saying? And so it was a formula that he tried where he mixed the Louisiana bounce music with what he does, and it worked like a charm. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So I think it's just, you know, you have to, it's a science, you know what I'm saying? And you have to try different formulas. Like, you could take something, a sound from the past, mix it with some current stuff, or you could take some island drums and mix it with a different style, and you know, you just try different formulas to come up with a different sound to try to, you know, to transcend the music, to get, you know, you may start a new trend, a new fashion, or style of music, you know, just based on just experimenting, you know. So for me, I always look to try to figure out ways, what can I do, you know what I'm saying, that will, you know, what can I create that will grab people and that'll give them, may give them a little nostalgia from something they heard in the past, but still give them that relevance of what they're hearing today. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, so that's, you know, I think it's a formula to it. It's a science to pretty much everything. And if you can adapt to the music game, like a lot of older artists are having a hard time trying to find their way with the new vibe, like, you know what I'm saying? And instead of trying to adapt, you got to transcend, you know what I'm saying? You can't sound like them, or you're going to look stupid trying to sound like these young people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You ain't going to be able to do that. I think Rick Ross is masterful at it, because he has great, you know what I'm saying? He has great taste in music, and his music selection on his CD always be very whitish to me, like it be really good music. And I think he's been able to keep himself relevant by just having great taste in music. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think it's a science to it, you know what I'm saying? And you know, you just gotta have a idea about what it is you're trying to accomplish when you know, go before the music.
That's right. I have to totally agree with that.
Yeah.
So as a writer, man, what's the overall goal or message that you wish to convey through your music work?
When I write sometimes because a lot of times your experience, millions of people are experiencing the same thing you're experiencing. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when you write for yourself, it can be something identical that somebody else is going through or went through, and that they can, it connects with them on a deeper level. They're like, damn, it's like he know my life, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or, I bear witness to what he's saying. This is real. I went through it. I've seen it. And, I got a song on my album called Crack Took My People From Me. And it's like going through when I know what I'm going through and I'm expressing the lyrics. I know a lot of, black people that's a little older, or even if you're a young black person, you can identify with it, because we're seeing the evidence of some of the babies that was born in the 80s that what they call crack babies. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so,
right.
You know what I'm saying? You're seeing what they call bipolar disorders and the mental disorders they saying that these kids have, and all of this different stuff. But I don't know if it was like that. I'm pretty sure it was like this in California. But most of the things that you saw growing up was black owned. Like your neighborhood really was black owned. Like the man who owned the gas station was a black man. Like the man who owned the corner store was a black man. The cleaner's man was a black man. And then when the crack thing came through, all of that got lost because a lot of people got on drugs, and we lost all those things, and then foreigners came in.
Yep.
So out of somewhere, somehow, some way, foreigners came in, and they started to occupy all of those positions. And these were community things, like the gas stations and things. You got to have gas. I mean, so that dollar is no longer in the black community. The Asian or the Indian or that person who owns these companies now, when we spend that money is going out of the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And so anybody who went through or experienced that, when they're hearing that song, you know what I'm saying, they're going to connect with it in a deep way, because they know it's real and they know it's true. So for me, I feel like, I like subject matter. Like some people like lyrics. Like, people say Eminem is the greatest rapper of all time. Some people try to make that argument. And for me, I feel like Eminem puts words together and he has style. But if you're talking about lyrical content, he's not the best rapper ever to me. Like, I don't connect with the stuff Eminem talk about like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
If I base it on artistry, I would say Tupac is the greatest artist of all time. Now, if you're just talking about putting words together and rapping, then okay, you can make an argument for Eminem. You know what I'm saying? But me, I like music with substance. I grew up on music with substance. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on, real music, great musicians. You know what I'm saying? Like Jimi Hendrix, Curtis Mayfield, Marvin Gaye, Bobby Blue Bland. My daddy loved blues. Sam Cooke. You know what I'm saying? Like people that actually had, they really had some messages in their music. So I guess, you know what I'm saying, it resonates with me on a different level. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not into styles as much as I am about great music and reaching me and being able to connect with me. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right. Yes, sir. All right.
Yeah.
So you're saying you basically write music for our people, black people.
I write music for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, with life, we're all connected through consciousness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no matter what, white people know the stuff they do is wrong if they're doing something wrong. Just like a black person knows if they're doing something wrong, they know it's wrong. Like, these people been kneeling on the football field for the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, and you know what they're protesting. consciously, you know what's going on.
Right.
You're making a conscious choice to ignore it, though. You know what I'm saying? And not address it. Consciously, we all know what's going on is wrong. We all know that, you know, killing Tamir Rice, Trevor Martin, and Sandra Bland, and so consciously, we're all aware of what's going on. So when I'm writing my music and my struggle and the way I'm being afflicted or in a certain kind of way, you got to realize white people are connecting with that too, even though Tupac was writing his music from a black experience. White people can identify, Asians and whatever can identify with it because he's expressing, you know what I'm saying, his struggle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you may not have to go through it personally, but you know what I'm saying, you can consciously, you understand and you see and you know what I'm saying, some of the reasons why you might be going through what you're going through and you know what it all stems from. So when I'm writing my music and I'm expressing what I'm going through, I'm also expressing some of the circumstances involved and why I'm going through what I'm going through. So when I express that, you know what I'm saying, I'm expressing everything in its totality. My, you know, cause and effect. Cause, you know what I'm saying, the reason why this is going like this, and the effect is, you know what I'm saying, stay out my way because ain't no telling what I, you know, catch me in the wrong day, ain't no telling what's going to happen. So it's the frustration, everything, you know what I'm saying, it's just the art of expression, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like I got a song called Pigeonholed, right?
Yep.
The song is talking about classism, being redlined, or zoning, like, you know what I'm saying, people can dictate your economic status and things like that by just putting you in a certain area.
Mm-hmm.
And in that certain area, there's not a lot of opportunities, a lot of economic opportunities or different things like that. So you put me in a tight spot. And so it's left for me to figure out how to work my program to get out of that tight spot.
Right.
You know, whether it be by legal means or whether illegal means or whatever. But I got to figure it out. So, and it's called Pigeonhole. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, things like that I think about, you know what I'm saying? I got a song on there called Hurt No More, and it's talking about, you know what I'm saying, being, you know, us establishing our independence and not being codependent, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, creating your own and having your own and create, and, you know, that's what real freedom is. Real freedom is independence. True that. You know what I'm saying? So, and when I remember they put Assata Shakur on the America's Most Wanted list, like, you know what I'm saying, and just understanding and knowing what Assata Shakur went through and was justified by what she did, and I was like, you know, and you know, at what point, how does it end? You know what I'm saying? And so I wrote the song in reference to that. You know what I'm saying? And because, you know, all of those people got locked up or killed some kind of way. You know, all the heads and the leaders of the Black Panther Party, you know, it was like a 5-year stretch, which the government killed all of the people who were involved in the civil rights movement. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, JFK, Bobby Hampton, all of those people got killed within like a 5-year stretch. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so that was real deep to me. That let me know that it's not a random, this is not something that's going on with just some random white people. No, this is some organized government, systematic. This is the head of a whole nother monster that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? This is not just everyday common white people that was doing that. So that's deep to me. And I said, I just really feel like, when you talk about equality, I don't. My ideas about things are different. I'm not gonna fight for equality. I'm not into that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, It's like, who is another person to be equal to? If you can't see me as a human, if I'm fighting to be equal to you, then that means you must view me as less. Why am I fighting for equality?
All right.
You feel me? So for me, if I'm gonna fight for something, I'm gonna fight for independence. You know what I'm saying? No. I need to have my own. Right?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? When you're talking about self-preservation, that's the first law of nature. And for men, for black men, we have to understand that if we don't exploit the laws of preservation, and we're leaving our self-preservation in the hands of somebody else. Man, if white people take their grocery stores out your neighborhood, you're gonna starve to death. Because you don't own a grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
These are things that's supposed to be your responsibility. You shouldn't be asking somebody or relying on somebody who has oppressed you in certain forms and different ways. You shouldn't be relying on them as for things as far as your preservation is concerned. And when I'm talking about preserving your life and the way of life of people around you, like your medical, they control all of the system. White power is institutionalized power. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they control all the systems and institutions of power, like the prison system, the justice system, the medical system, the court system, whatever system you can think of, they control it. So for black people, you have to exploit all of the principles of preservation and, look to be independent. Stop, kind of like asking for people for something that should come from you naturally as a part of being free. I'm not, fighting for equality, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
man, you dropped some jewels, brother.
We just sitting up chopping it up. I'm almost talking to you like you my player partner, like we just chopping it up,
Hey, we love it. We love it. Man, let me ask you this, man. Who inspires you? Who inspires your music?
I draw inspiration from a lot of people, like Curtis Mayfield. I love 70s music, man. I just love 70s music, man. I think it's the most classic era in music ever to me. You know what I'm saying? Before it's like hip-hop is concerned, I love Tupac, Chuck D, you know what I'm saying? People of today, I love Kendrick Lamar. There's not a lot y'all got a guy out there named Brother Ali. He's pretty good.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I like a lot of underground stuff. A lot of the stuff I like is not sexy. It's not on the radio. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Scarface, he's like that from a neighborhood, so we cool, but you know what I'm saying? But I always liked it, I remember at one point in time, Ice Cube was just cold, though. He was getting in, man. You know what I'm saying? And so, them were some of the influences that we had, growing up. Like, you got to realize, people like Chuck D and them, they were number 17, 18, you know what I'm saying, spitting the content that they were spitting. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ice Cube and them 16, 17, and the content that they were spitting was like grown man content, you know what I'm saying? So I guess we was always more mature because of the music that we heard before us, you know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Yeah, but Tupac, I always loved. Tupac was so, you could hear, you know what I'm saying? You know, just the revolution and the passion and the way he expressed himself, you know what I'm saying? Right. I like both of them, Tupac and Biggie, though. I like, you know what I'm saying? Them was both of them. Great artists.
Yes, indeed.
Don't you miss you miss the storytelling in hip hop?
Man, do I?
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like Shakespeare-like stories, like music that you could follow the storyline, and you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's just different now. You know.
Definitely.
You gotta dig for that good stuff. You gotta dig for it.
Yeah, man, that's one of the things that's lacking in music, man, is the storytelling aspect. I mean, you know, it's all good to be running up bags and bossing this and bossing that, but where's the story in between all that? How you get there, you know? How you gonna get away from it? And, you know, music today, they lack that substance to me.
Right. And it's not a lot of diversity, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Considering like with, I guess, and I love what the young guys are doing because they carved their own niche. They got their own vibe, like you know what I'm saying, that they created for themselves. That when we look back, we'll say, "Oh yeah, that was the lit era. They was lit," you know. But it's just everybody trying to do the same style. It just makes it monotonous. You know what I'm saying? But I love what the young cats is doing, though. You know. They putting their own print. I don't like the defeminization of the young cats. I don't like the you know, a lot of some of the other stuff that's going on that, you know, they trying to push through hip hop.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I have to be honest, I don't like it.
Yeah, you know those are some tough agendas, man.
Some tough agendas?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And it happens so quick, I don't know how we gonna combat it.
I don't know how we gonna combat it, man. It's almost, I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. Hip-hop just don't belong to black people no more. It's, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, man, I mean, you can look around, you see more and more white rappers popping up. More and more everybody popping up. So, I don't know. We're on the clock. We have to see how it shape out, Al.
You're right about that.
But that's one thing I do love about these young cats. They keeping a tight grip on their, you know, as far as like, you know, their music. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of young independent black artists that, you know, they keeping you know what I'm saying? They maintaining their independence, and that's cool. Like, I mean, because people build a generation of wealth off of our art form and different stuff. We're fueling their lives. You know what I'm saying? And like, if we can wrestle the control away, you know what I'm saying, some of the control away from the industry with our music, man, we can create a lot of wealth with that.
Yes, sir.
It's all about making moves, man. I mean, I'm just happy to be reaching out to you and trying to expand and, you know, get my music played in, you know, in some other markets. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get out the box.
Yes, sir. We got you, man. We got you. So let me ask you this. You're on an independent level. What's the benefit of doing it independent?
Well, you don't really have no filter, no censorship. Like if you say, you have the freedom to say what you want. Like if I say, I'm not, you know, I'm not down with gay marriage. You know what I'm saying? A record company can't come in and tell me, we don't think that's appropriate. You can't put that. We don't want you to put that on there. It's going to be a bad look on our company, and we don't. We're going to have to set the album back if you're not going to take it off. You don't have to worry about that government. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You say what you want. You got the freedom to do what the hell you please. It's your company. And you just, you doing you. So, so those are the pros and cons, and you know what I'm saying? You have all the freedom you want to do what you want to do. I don't know. I heard so many stories about those big companies, man. You out there in L.A., so I heard so many stories, man.
You gotta. It's a bunch of politics involved. Like you said, you can't say certain things a certain way. Offended, and hoorah. So our station is independent. We say what we want. We don't have nobody pulling the plug on our mics or anything like that. If you don't like the show, you just don't listen.
Well, shit, that's play up, man. So
yeah.
You get a chance to make some homegrown stars, man. To me, I'm like Dr. Frankenstein. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I do shit just so I can see my creation come to life, and I get pleasure out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like building careers. I like seeing my visions manifest. I love it. I geek off of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nowadays, the reason why I know in the Houston market it's hard is, to really get some expansion, because, you can't serve two masters. You're either going to serve the music or you're going to serve the money. And nowadays, people serve the money more than they serve the music, and the music suffers. Like, you could be a really good artist and you could be really talented. If you don't have no cash, you know what I'm saying, people not going to really support you. It ain't going to, you know what I'm saying, you probably going to have to build it from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, and bust your way out. Now, you can suck as an artist. And if you got enough money, they'll play you on the radio enough times to where they'll make people eat the record. You know what I'm saying?
Man, what?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So the game is wild and it's funny, and it's just hilarious and I see people, people are really influential, so people will go to running behind, people, oh man, that boy on the radio, that's all right. I'm like, man, that record is trash.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people are supported because they're getting that mass promotion, and it's powerful.
Yep.
So, but the music is suffering, and it's kind of like when the old heads built up the NBA, but the young heads came through and made all the money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Magic them, they played like they wasn't making tons of money.
No, not at all.
But they built up the league to $1 billion enterprise. So when Kevin Garnett and Larry Johnson them started coming through and they getting $100 million contracts coming out of college, the old head was like, yo, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Jordan them, man, y'all got that kind of money to give? And so then, some of the young players, they start coming through, they playing for the money. They ain't give a damn about no rings or the game. Nigga, what? Nigga, I just want to get paid.
Yep.
The old heads was playing for blood trying to win a ring and wasn't getting no money.
None at all.
Yeah, so mentalities change and everybody trying to get that bag.
Hey, man, websites and social media, you got them, we need them. Where can people find you and your music online?
Go to my YouTube at C. Franks at SPTV. That's where you can go on there and you can see all my videos and, you know what I'm saying, here's some interviews. Once again, that's C. Franks at SPTV. You can go on there and log on right now and become a subscriber and see some videos, listen to some music and some interviews. And you can go on my IG, and it's Street Player ENT 777. That's Street Player PLAYA ENT 777 on Instagram. You go follow me right now on there. Twitter, it's Charlie_Franks. You know what I'm saying? You can follow me on those three, and you know, you'll see some interesting things. I make some interesting tweets, real funny. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll get on there and I'll just freestyle, just having fun, just chilling. Or sometimes it get deep though, you know. Yeah. But y'all make sure y'all go on there, follow me. Make sure y'all support Vigilante Radio Station and me, and make sure you call in and support and request my records. Keep me in rotation. Support me, and we're going to do great things together. I promise you.
Definitely. And guys, just in case you didn't get those links, we have them in the description of this episode. The links, and they'll take you right to it. Man, our traditional open floor is here for you, Charlie. I know I couldn't get to all the questions that I wanted to ask you, so if there was anything that you wanted to bring up, now's the time to do that. The floor is yours.
Well, and if you want to, I got a new clothing line that I'm debuting. I got the Street Player Entertainment greatest hits coming out. Got a lot of nice features on it. But you can go to at Strategies on IG. That's at Strategies, STRYDGEES. That's STRYDGEES, Strategies. And nice. But that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed talking to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? And you got some great energy, and I enjoyed, you know, talking to you and just vibing with you.
Same here, brother. Same here. All right, guys. After the music break, it'll be time for our usual tradition. It is called the Hot Seat, and our fans love this part of the segment, of course, along with the actual interview. But the audience will get to hear OG Charlie Franks provide us with some vocals. Maybe he can sing, maybe he does poetry, inspirational speeches, freestyle rap, joke stories, or even play a live instrument. You never know if these creative minds and vessels were produced in the spotlight. And tonight we'll find out if Charlie Franks has what it takes to be put on the spot, a test of his true artistry, and maybe even some hidden talents. But right now we have OG Charlie Frank with this song, Never Had to Question My Love, and we'll be right back.
Yeah. Y'all call it what you want. Man, we took this hip-hop. Never. Slab music, nigga. Never. Big Moscato in the uptown high-rise. View the city from the H-Town skyline. Look over there, baby, you can see the south side. See the dome and line with the roof wide. Made your mind, baby, you was on the front line. Pushing for me, always there, always on time. Exchange gifts, love fucking on a cruise ship. Love boat, it was something like a sex trip. Things turned, got caught up on some slick shit. Strange scenes in a collar full of lipstick. Strange calls on your phone from a dumb bitch. She ain't shit, baby, you my number one bitch. Infidelities, hellishly tore my life apart. Can't get a diamond ring fitted for a broken heart. Said I love you, didn't change what I did to you. You was loyal even when my nigga slid to you.
Never have to question my love. Never have to question my love. Never have to question my love. Never have to question my love.
More weird than OJ, maybe brunch in a lingerie. Powder blue satin sheets got us one a day. On my ass, bout to lab, blew a blunt a day. Top down, coupe Tesla, do a stun a day. Parasailing, hiking, biking, even scuba diving. Johnny Cakes, Cayman lobster in the Cayman Islands. Plenty points, travel club, plenty travel mileage. Skinny dipping, blue lagoon, smoking them papyrus. Virgo bitches love hard and I love her so. Transparent in my dealings, we was hella close. Bringing bitches to the bed for a freak show. She was down for the play like a triple dough. I was greedy, shoulda never fucked a fucking friend. Betrayed her trust and you rarely get it back again. Looking stupid when she caught me in my act again. About to lose a nigga, had to catch a snap again.
Never, 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 never have to question my love. Never, 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 never. Oh, you never have to question my love. Never, 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 never have to question my love. Never, 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 never have to question my love. Oh, how much is too much if we talking love? Talking love. When you give it your all, give it your all, but it just ain't enough. Just ain't enough, never ain't enough. Just wanna make it last. Should I give it up? Should I give it up? Give it up. When the pain got you started, not to give a fuck, not to give a fuck. Never not give a fuck. Never, 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 never have to question my love. Never, 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 never have to question my love. Never, 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 never have to question my love. Never, 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 never have to question my love. Never question my love.
All right, and we are back. That was OG Charlie Franks with his song, Don't Have to Question My Love. Man, what a groovy record. I love that record. I'm going to have to add it to my personal playlist for real. My playlist is growing, man. We have all these great artists coming on lately. Man, my personal playlist is growing, and I'll be bumping it as I'm riding down the road. I'm always traveling, so great music to listen to. You can't fail. As Dr. Robert Schroller says, what would you do if you knew you could not fail? Well, personally, Dini, I would go find Maya. You remember Maya, the singer? Yeah. And I couldn't fail? Shooting my shot. Anyway, well, guess what? You cannot fail. It is impossible. If you take any kind of action, and many times, even if you don't do anything, you will succeed in accomplishing something because you tried. You will always have a result. Now, the trick is to make sure the result is to your liking. That is the key. So as long as you're going to accomplish something, make it something you want. You are always heading towards some real result with the actions you take. Take the result, simply change the actions. You are powerful and effective. Whether you try to be or not, your power can either work for you or work against you. It all depends on the actions you take, moment after moment, day after day, month after month. Direct your power towards your dream and it will happen. Take that from me, dini-mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond. But for right now, let's bring back the man of the moment, Mr. OG Charlie Franks. You're back live with us in our mix and in our hot seat. What do you have for us?
Man, I was just enjoying those fruitful words, those words of power you give. You speaking life into the public, baby.
Try to, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, you speaking life. Love it, love it, love it. I don't know, man. I don't have no instruments or nothing in front of me like available to me right now to really do much, I did a little spoken word on my album, but I don't really just do it. Sometimes I write my thoughts down when I'm at the crib up in the hive, but I haven't memorized too much just to where, to freestyle it out in public. Definitely. Like I told you, man, I'm really I'm kind of like, if I didn't have to talk to you right now, I'd be at the house quiet watching the movie, bruh, just chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm more, I have a more analytical mind. I just like to analyze and just watch stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I make a base opinion, and a lot of times I keep it to myself on the inside, you know, but, yeah, I'm not really just, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's just good to watch, man. Just watch. You know, it's a saying. They say, you know, I forgot what they say. You can keep your mouth closed and let people think you're a fool, or you can open your mouth and you can remove all doubt. And a lot of times I watch people, and you learn a lot from just watching. Just be quiet. Don't say nothing. They're going to tell you who they are. You know what I'm saying? So, I learned that. That.
Yeah.
You know, I've been in the presence of people, man, and I just sit there and I be quiet, and they be done rattled off of like 3-4 lines real quick. And I'd be like, oh yeah, he's a lying ass nigga, I'm not gonna waste my time with that. I already know what's going on with this, you know.
Man, there's a bunch of those out there.
Yeah, man, just be quiet and just observe.
Yeah. That seems to be the trend nowadays. Don't you think? People they're either telling on themselves or telling a bunch of lies.
Oh yeah. Everybody trying to sell something, man.
I ain't buying.
Everybody trying to sell something. It's hard, man. Online, you know, I don't know how you filter how you filter it out. How do you filter it? You know what I'm saying? Everybody online trying to tell you all of these great things that they can do and how they can do this for you and how they can do that for you. And it's kind of hard to, you know, it's kind of, I don't know. I don't even know how you filter it out.
Definitely.
I've used Google to look for top 10 people who do this or top 10 people who do that, and I would follow that, and I would try using some of these companies, and yeah, it's rough. It's rough, man. So I don't even know how you filter it, brother.
It's hard, man. It's hard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. So you, man, how long you been, been in radio?
5 years now. We just celebrated 5 years 2 weeks ago.
5 years celebration. What y'all do? Y'all went to Greystone?
Say that one more time.
I said, how y'all celebrate? Did y'all celebrate at Greystone?
Nah, man, we just kept it going. Just kept it moving.
Just kept it going. Come on, man. You got to, man. You know, that's a milestone, man. Brother, you got to do it. You got to whip out the cake and, you know, you got to do it big. You got the family.
That's true.
You know,
that's true. Well, let me tell you what happened, though. We got like so many artists coming in for this month that I actually made a mistake and booked on the actual interview day. I mean, on the actual anniversary day. That's how busy I've been working and making sure everything runs smooth, that I booked the interview on the actual anniversary date. So I was like, oh well, might as well just keep going.
Well, it ain't. You know one thing about it, it ain't too late. You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all can set it up. Man, have your partner OG Charlie Franks come on up in there, man, and we can get it on, man. Get it cracked.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Get it going on, man, you know.
Yeah.
Y'all out there in that Cali with that good old beautiful weather. That was a little old party at Katana's, man. You know what I'm saying?
We got like, 10 more days left in September? Oh, it could work. Yeah,
it's about 10 more days. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, it's your anniversary year. You can't look at it just as your anniversary day. It's your anniversary year. Set it up when you want to set it up.
Hey, man, I ain't think of that. Thanks. I ain't think of that. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, you know, it's your anniversary year. You can't just look at it like just that day. Nah, this is our 5th year. You know what I'm saying? He might have passed, but baby, we getting it in.
Man, thank you for that, because I sure didn't think about that. It's definitely.
Oh man, come on, man, get it on, man. Y'all out there in that beautiful weather, the weed is legal. Come on, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, y'all out there, the weed is legal.
Oh yeah.
Got the marijuana lounges, man. I've been through a party in that marijuana lounge, man, and got cakes and goodies. Man, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? Man, we're there smoking weed.
Oh yeah.
Man, with the Hennessy and the music. Oh man, that's just two players.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'll be live.
Man, yeah.
But, yeah. You know. But man, anything you want me to be a part of, man, because I really want to move out there to the West Coast. I love the West Coast, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just vibrant, like, you know, the coastline, the weather, everything, the weed, the women. You know what I'm saying? The cooking ain't as good as the South, but
no.
Y'all working. Yeah, but y'all working, though. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get it right. We're going to get it right. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, yeah, everything else, man. The entertainment, the strip. Y'all working on your nightlife. My boy DC, he from Houston. I think he opened a B Live out there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Y'all working on that nightlife, man. He trying to. Cause you ever been to Houston?
Yeah.
Okay. So you ever go to V Live or Dreams when you was down there?
Nah, I didn't hit any clubs up in Houston.
Oh man. I thought I was a couch potato. What you do? You just sat in the room, baby? Chilling? You got to get out, man.
Yeah, we had other activities going on, but I don't too much club.
Yeah, that ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You sound like you straight about that business.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at the age where I'm over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the club every weekend, man. My early 20s.
Yeah, man. And sometimes me, man, I got a wildcat in me, like an outlaw, man, and it's just something I just have to have. If I just have to. Sometimes I have to just get out. You know what I'm saying? I have to release, just get out, man.
Right.
Have me a couple of drinks. You know what I'm saying? See some beautiful women. Then retire back to my little hole, man. And just chill out.
Sounds like
get it out my system.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I love Cali, man. I love it. Love the music. Phenomenal artists like Dr. Dre. And, you know what I'm saying? Y'all been doing phenomenal work out there for years. And
oh yeah.
Yeah. So I love the West Coast, man.
Well, if anything come up, man, I'll think about you, man, and hit you up.
I thank you so much, brother. I thank you for having me. You on Vigilante Radio. I thank you. You know what I'm saying? You've been a patient host, you know what I'm saying, and a great host, man. And hopefully y'all will have me back. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'll be at the #1 spot on the countdown. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get me up on that, man. You know?
Yes, sir. OG Charlie Franks, everybody.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Already.
Just like I said, guys, we have those links to his music in the description of this episode. So all you have to do is click those links. Yes, sir. All right, bro, man, we definitely appreciate you and your time, man, for coming on the show. We definitely rock with you, man.
Already, man. Thank you so much, brother. And if I got your info, so I'll call you sometime, you know what I'm saying? Follow through.
Oh, yeah, man. Anytime you want to come back, man, just hit us up.
Okay, that's a bit. What's your name?
I'm Dini. Dini-Mussolini.
Oh, dini-Mussolini. All right, okay, already. Dini-Mussolini. Yeah, already. That's a bit, man. Well, I got the number. I'll try to, you know what I'm saying, keep in touch, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, man, you keep me in that rotation, man, and keep, you know, fight for me a little bit.
We got you. We got you.
Yeah. And if you need me for anything, man, just let me know. I'm there.
Right. Sure thing.
All right. Appreciate you, homie.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/only1mediagroup, iTunes, YouTube, any app that's on a Google Play or iTunes store, or our website. And that goes from every single episode that we've ever aired. If you'd like to request music or a particular guest or send something for me to play, email it to theradio@only1mediagroup.com. If it's music, please label it by artist and title. Here's my disclaimer. We are genre free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts alone. And actually, you can scratch all of that because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Nah, just kidding. On behalf of myself, Dini-Mussolini, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, as well as Spreaker. We always follow back. That is the number one rule. Okay, well, just remember to be yourself and be absolutely great at just doing that. Avoid being too comfortable because you're messing with your potential when you do that. Peace and have a good night.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a Seventh Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.